Goodell is on the stand for the Baltimore Ravens.
What have we got left in the
and the 14th pick in the NFL draft?
I like George. Oh, Carl
Hamilton goes. Now, this guy was projected by a lot of pundits as going top 10. Yeah. The highest ranked safety coming into the draft. Mm-hmm. He's a big dude. We spoke earlier before at 6'4", 220. He kind of ceiling could give you Cam Chancellor vibes. Could give you, Jamal Adams kind of vibes, coming down, playing as the eighth man in the box and stuffing the run. Are you big on this guy, or do you think he's lacking a little bit in the coverage area?
Yeah, if you're picking him as a true, it's like, what position does he play? Because he's not going to be a free safety. I don't think he's got.
He has to be a strong safety that plays like a Jamal Adams and comes into the box.
Got to play in the box a lot. For a lot of teams, he doesn't make sense. For the Ravens and what Ravens do defensive-wise, they'll find a need and find a way to fit him out and get the best out of him. So for him, that's a perfect place to end up.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy for Hamilton to end up there. There had been some concerns. Of course, he did the 4.59 40, so 4.6 roughly at the combine, and then by all accounts ran a 4.7 at pro days. So people were worried about it. You see the tape; he's very stridey to get across the field, so he's not an elite runner. Played a lot of slot DB as so again a guy that was close to the ball, can be involved in the run game, be involved in the run support. So like you say, he's got to be more of that strong safety guy. It's the comparisons, of course, to Isaiah Simmons is probably not going to help his case, and probably why he fell out of the top 10 and was sliding a bit. But you just see the way he runs is like this one is just, it's very stridey. This was a very long pass that was underthrown, and he gets there, but he's just very stridey to get anywhere. I played a bit of a receiver. Oh, that's kick return.
It's a gunner there.
Yeah, but he's
delivering the berm. I don't mind it at all. Look, 4.6, you want him to be a bit quicker, but at his size, he's not going to be your deep safety. He's going to be there coming down into the box more often than not. I think he's hands down the best safety in this draft class, and I think Baltimore is a good fit for him.
Yeah, if hybrid safety, I'd say yes. I think Cyril Seen from Georgia was the best true safety in the draft class, as a guy that played just free safety. That's all he did. Whereas the other three that potentially could go in the first round all were more slot DB guys. So closer to the football, playing in that kind of space, playing in that second, the second level to the third level space instead of being like third to the deep half. So not a huge fan of Kyle Hamilton. I think Ravens are a perfect spot for him to get the best out of him, and we'll see what happens there.
On the clock.
So who were the safeties at with the Ravens? That was a question.
Currently, they have Marcus Williams and Chuck Clark. Chuck Clark sort of come along a fair bit at the moment. Yeah, and then out wide, obviously, Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, pretty elite corners.
So some ad there.
Out there, which means, maybe...
there you go. The Ravens have traded Hollywood to the Cardinals for the 23rd pick.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay, here we go. We got a bombshell.
So they don't take it... Well, they've come back in, so maybe they're going to take a wide receiver, but they've moved...
Hollywood Brown is going to be an Arizona Cardinal. And
Murray's got to be happy with it.
Has to be, but it makes sense with Christian Kirk leaving the building.
No, he resigned, didn't? Oh, no, he left.
He went to the Jags.
For that huge deal, yeah.
Massive deal. Third highest paid wide receiver in the league. Yep. Christian Kirk, go figure. Okay, so that kind of makes sense, filling that hole with Marquise Hollywood Brown. That's so interesting because I thought there was such chemistry between Brown and Lamar Jackson. I know Macca, former contributor to our podcast, Big fan of Hollywood. We saw him come along leaps and bounds in the 2021 season.
I think Mac is probably having a heart attack now.
That's a bombshell.
Yeah, that's a huge bombshell.
That is a bombshell. There goes Hollywood Brown.
They've traded him to essentially replace him, I'd say, with another wide receiver.
Yeah, I wonder what the thinking is there. I thought they were big on him.
At this point, Lamar's just going to be like, fuck it, hope Mark Andrews is down there.
Yeah, I hope he's down there somewhere.
Yeah, he's the only one.
They just need Rashad Bateman or Devin Duvernay to do something that both guys, well, I suppose different circumstances in Bateman being a first round and Duvernay not being, probably haven't lived up to expectation just yet. But that is the first bombshell trade involving a player. So we've seen Marquise, Hollywood Brown go to the Arizona Cardinals.
So they basically got a third round pick for him as well, a first round pick because they gave a third with that first to move to get back into the first round to make two selections here. So yeah.